First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming here today, especially the Marsons coming all the way from England.
Yeah.
What's missing? What's missing?
We've got Jody from Australia. Vinny, Boston. Chris and James from California. And all the rest of you that traveled 2.5 or more hours to get here. Before I start, Alicia, there's been many beautiful brides that I've been through in the last few years, weddings, but that I haven't been, I mean, let me start over. I've been to a lot of weddings in the last few years. But it's been 30 years since I've seen one as beautiful as Alicia today. Andrew, the first time I met you, first impressions was you were very... I know what I'm going to say. You're a gentleman, and you still are. Alicia introduced me to Andrew about 4 years ago, our family, and when I first seen the two together, I had a gut feeling that they were meant to be. And over the years, whether we were camping or hiking, canoeing, fishing, whatever, each time, that feeling grew stronger. So I know now that they're like truly like two peas in a pod, and they're meant for each other. I've been blessed with 7 beautiful children, and today I'm blessed with a son-in-law. Andrew, we open up our hearts and our arms and welcome you into our family.
Wow.
I'm not done.
Oh my God. Now I can see you all change more.
You know how much Alicia means to me. So I wrote down a few things I think we should discuss. No, honestly, all I wish is that you both have a long, prosperous, and very happy life together. We love you.
Well, thank you very much, Dad. I don't have much to say. I just want to say thank you to every single person who came out today to enjoy our event. You're all part of our lives in different ways, and you've shown that over the last few weeks. There's no way we could have put this on without help from every single person in this room in their own way that you did. And just a quick special thanks to Alicia's Aunt Chris. She's done a lot of work behind the scenes, and so just really appreciate it. Thank you so much, family, for flying all this way. It's not really comfortable all day. So, yeah. And thank you for the great speech. I will do my best to look after her. That's all I have, so thank you again, guys. And I'm going to pass you on to my brother.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, Brahms, wherever he's gone, boys and girls. If there's anyone else here that's feeling worried, nervous, apprehensive, you're either me or you've just married Andrew Marsden. Before I continue, there's a few thanks I'd like to make to a few people around the room. I'd like to make a special thank you to a few people who, on the face of it, have had a fairly easy day. They've had to deal with all the difficulties of standing around, pouting, looking pretty. They spent a long time on their makeup, their outfits, and without them, the day just wouldn't have quite been the same. The groomsmen, Matt and Jill. A big thank you needs to go to all the bridesmaids who look absolutely beautiful today and spent a lot of time putting together all the arrangements you can see, the flowers, looking after Alicia today. Everyone's done a wonderful effort. I'm going to be nice about them.
I'm giving them an extra one.
And a huge thank you needs to be said to William and Patricia, Janet and Bob. Without them, today just wouldn't have happened. They've all put in a huge amount of effort. It's been quite a whirlwind. And from our side, I know there's been a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails going back and forth, and I'm absolutely certain Andrew has not spoken to our mum this often for a good few years. I suppose from our side, this story will have started around 4.5 years ago. Andrew was living at home, having finished university, and we were talking one day, and to the surprise of all of us, he said he wanted to come to America for the summer to work in a children's summer camp. I say surprise, because until this point, Andrew was a country bumpkin who had never lived outside of the county he was born in, went to university an hour down the road, and only a couple of years earlier decided he didn't want to go to university in Manchester. After being there for about 10 minutes, he decided it was a bit busy for him, so he didn't go there. But nevertheless, a summer in America it was, working up in Pennsylvania at the Trail Ends camp, where Alicia and Andrew originally met. After that summer, he came home, tried to get a proper job, worked in an office for a few months, which, as most of you would probably imagine, didn't last very long. One day he walked into the house, having quit his job and booked flights to come back to America, and that was when the news was broken to Mum and Dad that he was leaving again. Since that time, he's rarely stayed very long in England. He's been back and forth, spending most of his time over here. And during those years, I know Alicia and Andrew have enjoyed a lot of events together. They've had numerous road trips around America, including the epic one from Chicago to California. They've been to Bonnaroo with a few of others that are in the room today. They've stopped in nearly every Goodwill they've ever driven past. And most of those items are here today. There's been one large road trip around England and Scotland where I'm quite sure Andrew found everything old he could and took Alicia to see it, be it castles, cathedrals, chapels, grandma. Sorry, Gran. Yep. Whilst growing up together, Andrew and myself used to always have the usual brotherly fights, squabbles, but as we got older, we did become very good friends, and we've always got on since. Strangely, this was also when I'd outgrown him. He never seemed so keen to fight anymore after that. But no, he's always been a brilliant brother to me. He's been there, he's looked out for me when I really needed him. I have one memory as we were young children, we were climbing a tree together. I was unfortunately too short to reach it up to the second branch. So there was Andrew, already on the second branch, put down his hand and helped lift me up so I could reach. I remember sitting in that branch, looking up to him with huge respect, being very proud. This feeling didn't last long, as he then climbed down and left me in the tree. And I still don't actually know whether that was a ploy or he just forgot about me. Alicia, I'm sure he will look after you better than he clearly has me. And moving on to Alicia. She's someone I've met relatively few times. It's sort of only been 5 or 6 occasions I've actually met her now. And I feel like I've got to know her very well. Right from the first time I've ever met her, I could very quickly tell she was thoughtful, creative. Sorry, Alicia, I can't read your handwriting. The times I have spent with Alicia have always been fun. There's been a lot of laughter. Admittedly, a lot of it at Alicia's expense for her general mishaps. But she's quite clearly shown she knows how to deal with Andrew and contain him. Very swiftly, whenever anything went wrong, she'd find a way to distract him. It would normally just be turn the music up until he started singing along. And there he would, he'd be lost. But you can quite clearly see why they're so happy together. And I'm sure you'll manage to keep him under control for many years. Well, I think you've generally heard enough from me. And a word of advice, Andrew? You should always live your life on your toes, like a midget at a urinal. Thanks to Vinny for that one. Okay, and if you'd like to all join me in a toast, it's going to be very strange saying this, to Mr. and Mrs. Andrew Marsden. Cheers!
Alright, I obviously can't beat that one. But, although I just want to, congratulate both of you guys. I've definitely got to know Andrew for the past 7 months. Him and his man feet. And, there's so much I learned about you two and that I didn't know living back at home, and I didn't realize how close you guys were, and we all knew this moment was going to come, and it's amazing. Yeah, so, Alicia, you were the oldest of 7. You always took after us, and, Take care of you? Yeah, oh, yeah, you know what I mean. Anyways, now that you guys are getting married, so you don't have to worry about the other chillins over there. So yeah, I just congratulate you two, and I just hope you guys, or I wish you guys the best, I guess.